In this video, I'm going to show you some accessories that you can get to take the videos that you're shooting with your camera phone up to the next level.
Waiting for perfection never got anything done. You just have to start.
3, 2. When you're shooting video with your camera phone, one of the first things that you need to do is make sure that you're thinking in the right headspace. You want to make sure that you're thinking of this as not a phone or a selfie thing, but as an actual piece of video equipment, an actual camera. And you want to treat it as such. Now, the components that go into making a good video are lighting, sound, and a good steady and clear image. So in a previous video, we talked about using a tripod to secure your phone, and we talked about using one of these little selfie clips to mount onto your tripod so that your phone could stay nice and secure. And a clip like this works great in a basic setup. But if you want to kick it up a notch, I suggest you get this one from Lavalier. One of the things that I like about this one is that it has a shoe mount so that you can actually mount an accessory on here, and it screws into the tripod just like the other. So let's get this one on our tripod, and then we can secure our phone in here, unscrew it, and now we've got our phone mounted in a nice secure clip. One of the beautiful things, like I said, is that this clip has a little shoe mount so that I could put another accessory on. Now, in a previous video, we talked about how lighting is very important and how if you don't have a big budget for getting studio lights like the ones I'm using in here, you could actually use your window as a key light and get good, clean light on you. Now, if you're in a dim space or if you need to supplement that light, you should take a look at getting something like this. This is a little ring light. It's a little selfie ring light. It's got a clip so that you can actually clip it onto your phone like this or like this and light yourself. And what's neat about this is that you can actually change the temperature. The lighting here is a nice mixture between the daylight and like that incandescent light that we have inside. But you can also make it just daylight or just tungsten, just that soft white light. And then you can adjust how bright or how dim that light is according to what you need. Sometimes you need a whole lot, sometimes you need just a little bit. Now, I know it's kind of hard to see in here. You know, I've got this up like really close and you can probably see a little bit, but it's not the best. So in a setup like this, where I'm using my phone, I would clip this on to the phone like this so that it would add just a little bit of light as I need to supplement the light that I would be getting from maybe the window or the lights in a room. Like if I were just using a lamp or the harsh overhead lighting, this would be able to kind of supplement that a little bit as I'm shooting. Now that we've got a good picture, we need to have good sound. And while the microphones built into our phones are really good sounding when you're up close, they're really not good sounding when you're far away. The sound is kind of weird because I'm using the microphone that's built onto the camera here. So if I were to get back and be standing back here, which I would actually never really do, you're going to be hearing all kinds of echo and it's just not going to sound good. Now as I get closer to the camera, it sounds a lot better, but if I'm up here talking to you like this, it sounds clear, but it's just not that great looking. Now to fix that, we can use like a lapel mic, or we can use a little shotgun mic, like a shotgun mic that could mount on our camera. And it's from a company called Movo. It costs about $40. And for what we're doing, it would mount right on here and then plug in and then plug into the jack on the bottom of our phone. And now we'd be getting good directional audio from this little bitty microphone, which works out really nicely if you have to move around a little bit more, or if you've got more than one person that you're talking to. Like on camera, if I was interviewing somebody, we could both be using this mic instead of me using a lapel mic and that person's voice just being picked up by my lapel mic. So now we have a little bit more flexibility with our phone kit. We can use the natural light coming through a window. We can supplement it with this little ring light. If we're in a room that has really harsh overhead lighting and not by a window, then this could definitely work to fill in the little shadows on our face that are caused by this overhead light. And we've got options for good sound. If it's just me talking to the camera, then I can use a lapel mic. If I need to interview somebody, then I can use the shotgun mic. Now, when we're shooting our videos, the cameras that are built into our phones actually are really good. The problem though is that we may not have access to a lot of the manual features. So I tell everybody to use an app called Filmic Pro. It works on both iOS and on Android. One of the things that Filmic Pro allows you to do is get access to all of the manual settings of your phone. So you can adjust the focus, you can adjust the frame rate, you can adjust the exposure, you can adjust the audio levels for the recording so that it's not clipping and sounding running bad. You can adjust the resolution, the quality. You've got access to all of that. In fact, if you have a phone that's come out in the last year or two, you can actually access some really cinematic settings that these phones have. I'm really surprised at the quality that you can get using Filmic Pro instead of just the built-in camera app. Now I've got links to the gear listed in the description below, and of course they're affiliated, so if you use those links, thank you. And if you want to learn how to set up and use Filmic Pro, I've got a link to a video that does that, and I've got a link to a video where we take this setup and actually kick it up to another level. See you in the next video.